Americans eat somewhere around 27 pounds of bananas per person every single year, more than apples and oranges combined. And here's the part nobody thinks about. Roughly 35 to 40% of that banana's weight is the peel. So we're tossing billions of pounds of a genuinely useful material straight into the trash. Once you see what that yellow jacket can actually do, throwing it away starts to feel like a crime. Let's get into it. Number 1, build the ultimate fruit fly trap. Let's start with the one that solves a problem you probably have right now. Fruit flies show up out of nowhere in late summer. They multiply like crazy, and swatting at them accomplishes absolutely nothing. Here's the thing. Fruit flies aren't actually attracted to fruit. They're attracted to fermentation. They're hunting for the yeast and the alcohol that show up when sugar starts breaking down. And a banana peel that's gone brown and spotty on your counter is basically a fermentation factory with a neon sign out front. So instead of fighting it, weaponize it. Take a jar or a glass, drop in a chunk of overripe banana peel, and pour in about ½ an inch of apple cider vinegar. Add 1 single drop of dish soap. This part matters. The soap breaks the surface tension of the liquid, so when the flies land, they sink instead of skating across the top and flying off. Then cover the jar with plastic wrap, secure it with a rubber band, and poke a few small holes in the top with a toothpick. The flies smell the buffet, crawl in through the holes, and can't figure out how to get back out. Set one near your fruit bowl and one near your kitchen trash. Within about 48 hours, you'll see exactly how bad your infestation actually was. It's disgusting. It's also deeply satisfying. Number 2, turn them into real fertilizer the right way. Now, you've almost certainly seen a video claiming banana peels have an NPK ratio of 0, 25, 42, making them some kind of miracle plant food. I want to be straight with you because I'd rather give you something that works than something that sounds good. That number is nonsense. 0 nitrogen is biologically impossible. Banana peels are plant tissue. Plant tissue contains protein, and protein contains nitrogen. There's no way around it. Here's the real number. Dried banana peels come in around 0.6, 0.4, and 11.5. So the potassium is genuinely, legitimately high. That part of the legend is true. It's the rest of the hype that fell apart. But here's the catch that trips everyone up. The potassium inside a fresh peel is locked up inside cell walls. Your plant can't touch it until something breaks those walls down. That's why burying a whole wet peel next to your tomato plant does almost nothing except attract flies and, in the short term, actually pull nitrogen out of the surrounding soil while microbes work on it. So do it right. Cut your peels into strips and dry them out, using a food dehydrator, an oven on its lowest setting, or a sunny windowsill over a couple of days. Once they're brittle and dark, blitz them in a coffee grinder or blender into a powder. Now you've got a shelf-stable, slow-release potassium amendment. Work a tablespoon or 2 into the soil around potassium-hungry plants like tomatoes, peppers, and roses. One quick note, potassium supports fruiting and overall plant vigor. But if your soil already has plenty, more won't help. Most home gardens are short on nitrogen, not potassium. Use it as a supplement, not a magic bullet. Number 3, supercharge your compost pile. If you're not drying and grinding, the compost pile is where every peel in your house should end up, and there's a real reason why. Compost needs a balance of what gardeners call greens and browns. Browns are the dry carbon-heavy stuff, dead leaves, cardboard, straw. Greens are the wet, nitrogen-rich stuff that feeds the microbes doing all the work. Banana peels are a fantastic green. They're moist, they're soft, and they're loaded with minerals, potassium first, then magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus, plus trace amounts of iron, manganese, and zinc. The moisture matters more than people realize. A dry compost pile is a dead compost pile. Microbes need water to move and metabolize, and peels hold on to water beautifully as they break down, keeping the whole system humming. A couple of pro moves. First, chop them up. A whole peel can sit in a pile for months, looking mostly intact, because decomposition happens at the surface, and more pieces means more surface. Second, freeze them if you're not composting daily. Freezing ruptures the cell walls, so when they thaw, they collapse into mush and break down dramatically faster. And if you run a worm bin, red wigglers go absolutely wild for banana peels. It's one of their favorite foods on Earth. Just don't dump in 10 at once, bury a couple under the bedding and let the worms work. Composting also handles one of the legitimate concerns about peels from conventionally grown bananas: surface pesticide residue. Time, heat, and microbes take care of it. Number 4. Polish tarnished silver. This one sounds like an internet rumor. It isn't. That silver tray your grandmother left you, the one that's gone gray and gloomy in the back of the cabinet? Tarnish is silver sulfide, a chemical film that forms when silver reacts with sulfur compounds in the air. Polishing it off means combining two things: a gentle abrasive and something to help lift the film. Banana peels happen to have both. The inner side of the peel is mildly gritty, and it's carrying natural oils and organic acids. Here's the method that actually works. Don't just rub a peel on a spoon and expect miracles. Instead, tear a few peels into chunks, throw them in a blender with just enough water to get things moving, and pulse until you have a loose paste, roughly the consistency of pancake batter. Apply it to the silver with a soft cloth or an old toothbrush, working it into the crevices and detailing where tarnish loves to hide. Let it sit for a minute, then rinse thoroughly with warm water and buff dry with a clean microfiber cloth. 2 honest caveats. This works best on light to moderate tarnish. Decades of heavy blackening will need real polish, and you have to rinse completely because leftover banana residue will dry into a sticky film and attract exactly the fruit flies you just built a trap for in tip number 1. Number 5. Shine leather shoes and jackets. Same principle, different target. You're standing there at 7 a.m. realizing your shoes look rough and you have no idea where the polish went. Grab a banana. Take the peel and rub the inside, the white pulpy side, over the leather in small circles. You'll see a slightly gooey film go on, which looks alarming for about 10 seconds. Then take a soft cloth and buff it out. The result is genuinely impressive. Scuffs soften, the color deepens, and the leather picks up a real shine. What's happening is that the peel's natural waxes and oils are filling in micro scratches and laying down a thin film that reflects light evenly. That's the same optical trick a commercial polish pulls, just with different ingredients. A slightly underripe peel works best here since it's firmer and less sticky. And the trick isn't limited to shoes. Leather jackets, handbags, belts, even leather furniture will respond. Just test an inconspicuous corner first. Now let me be honest about what this is and isn't. This is a cosmetic shine, not a deep conditioning treatment. It won't rehydrate leather that's genuinely dried out and cracking, and the shine will fade faster than a proper wax polish. Think of it as the emergency fix that gets you out the door looking sharp, not a permanent replacement for real leather care. Number 6. Dust and shine houseplant leaves. Take a look at your fiddle leaf fig, your rubber plant, your monstera. See that gray haze on the leaves? That's dust, and it's not just an aesthetic problem. Leaves are how plants breathe and eat. Dust physically blocks sunlight from reaching the chloroplasts, and a heavy enough layer can clog stomata. the tiny pores the plant uses for gas exchange. A dusty plant is a plant running its engine at partial throttle. Most people reach for a commercial leaf shine spray, which is usually just an aerosolized wax. It looks glossy, but a heavy coat can smother those same pores. Not ideal. Banana peel does the job better and costs nothing. Hold a leaf gently from underneath to support it. This matters because unsupported leaves tear at the stem and wipe the top surface with the inside of the peel. The peel's soft pulp grabs dust and lifts it off, and the trace oils leave behind a natural low-gloss finish that looks alive rather than plastic. Then follow up with a slightly damp cloth to remove any leftover sugars. Skip that step, and you'll get a sticky leaf, which is an open invitation to fungus gnats and dust. This works best on plants with big, smooth, waxy leaves. Don't try it on fuzzy leaf plants like African violets. You'll just mat the fibers down. Number 7. Keep roasted meat from drying out. Here's one from cooks. We've been doing it for generations, and the mechanism is straightforward once you hear it. The problem with roasting lean cuts, boneless, skinless chicken breast, being the worst offender, is that there's no fat cap on top to baste the meat as it cooks. The surface dries out and turns to leather long before the inside is done. The fix: lay a banana peel over the top of the meat before it goes in the oven, outer side up. As it heats, the peel releases steam and acts as a physical barrier between the direct heat and the meat's surface. You're essentially creating a natural, self-basting lid. It's the same logic behind banana leaf cookery, which has been standard practice across Southeast Asia, India, and Latin America for centuries. Wrapping food in the plant's tissue to trap moisture and cook it gently. The peel also carries enzymes and organic acids that can help soften the outer layer of the meat. Some people take this further and add chopped peel directly to a marinade for the same reason. You pull the peel off before serving. It won't make your chicken taste like banana, but it will come out noticeably juicy. And if that sounds like a hassle, just wait, because we're about to talk about eating the peel on purpose. Number 8, actually eat them. Yes, really, banana peels are edible, and if you've never tried it, you're in for a surprise. Start with the nutrition because it's not trivial. The peel contains a substantial amount of dietary fiber, more soluble than insoluble, plus additional potassium on top of what's in the fruit, magnesium, vitamin B6, and a whole roster of antioxidants including polyphenols and lutein. Analyses of dried peel show potassium making up around 9% of its dry weight. That's a real number. Now, can you just bite into one? You can, but you'll regret it. Raw peel is tough, fibrous, and bitter. It needs cooking. 2 methods that actually taste good. The first is banana peel pulled pork. Scrape the inside of the peel with a spoon to remove the stringy pith, then shred the peel lengthwise with a fork. Marinate it in barbecue sauce, smoked paprika, garlic, and a little liquid smoke, then pan-fry it until the edges crisp. The texture is uncannily close to pulled pork, and it's become a legitimate staple in plant-based cooking. The second is simpler. Toss a well-washed peel into your smoothie. Use a ripe, spotty peel. The peel gets thinner and sweeter as the banana ripens. Cut off the hard stem and let a decent blender handle the rest. You'll taste basically nothing but banana. One thing to be genuinely careful about: pesticides. The peel is the part that gets sprayed. Scrub it hard under running water or spend the extra $1 on organic bananas if you're eating peels regularly. Number 9. Soothe bug bites and itchy skin. You get eaten alive at a summer cookout, and by 2 a.m. you're scratching a mosquito bite until it bleeds. Rub the inside of a banana peel over the bite for a minute or two and leave the residue on your skin. Most people report the itch dropping off noticeably within minutes. Why does it work? A few reasons stack up. The peel is loaded with polyphenols and other anti-inflammatory compounds. It is cool and moist, which by itself calms an irritated histamine response. And the sugars and starches dry into a light film over the bite, creating a mild physical barrier. The same trick has a following for poison ivy rashes and minor sunburn. Fair warning on poison ivy, though, the peel does nothing to remove urushiol, the oil that causes the reaction. Wash with soap and water first. The peel is for comfort, not for a cure. People also swear by rubbing the inside of a peel on cracked heels and dry elbows. Banana peels do contain amino acids and vitamins A, B, C, and E, which is a reasonable basis for a moisturizing effect on rough skin. Rub it on, let it sit 10 minutes, rinse it off. And here is the honest line I will draw. Some corners of the internet claim banana peels cure warts and whiten teeth. Those are folk remedies without solid clinical evidence behind them. They are harmless to try. Just do not cancel your dentist. Number 10, filter heavy metals out of water. This one isn't a hack. This one's peer-reviewed science, and it's genuinely remarkable. In 2011, a research team led by Gustavo Castro at São Paulo State University in Brazil published a study in the American Chemical Society journal, Industrial and Engineering Chemistry Research. They wanted to know whether minced banana peel could pull toxic heavy metals out of contaminated water. It could. Their minced peel removed lead and copper from Parana River water, as well as, or better, than a whole range of other materials. Castro reported that the extraction capacity beat many synthetic materials developed over the previous decade, and a filter built from layers of minced peel could be reused up to 11 times without losing its metal-grabbing ability. The mechanism is elegant. Banana peel is full of compounds carrying negatively charged functional groups, carboxylic acids and others. Heavy metals in water carry a positive charge. Opposite charges attract, and the metals bind to the peel and stay there. Since then, an entire field of research has grown around it. Studies using banana peel to strip copper out of textile wastewater, chromium out of tannery runoff, and manganese, iron, and zinc out of contaminated groundwater. Now, the caveat that matters, this doesn't mean you should filter your drinking water through a banana in your kitchen. Peels don't touch bacteria, viruses, or most chemical contaminants. But as a low-cost water treatment approach for communities near mines and factories, it's a real and active area of science. Not bad for garbage. Number 11. Feed birds and butterflies. Want a yard full of wildlife without buying anything? Put out your peels. Butterflies don't eat exactly, they drink. And many species, including red admirals, mourning cloaks, and question marks, prefer rotting fruit to flower nectar. They're after the sugars and the fermented juices, and a browning banana peel delivers both. Set up a fruit feeder. It can be as simple as a shallow dish or an old plate on a stump or fence post, somewhere sunny and sheltered from wind. Put out overripe peels and let them sit. It might take a few days for the first visitors to find it, but once they do, they'll keep coming back. A flat rock nearby helps. Butterflies need to bask in the sun to warm their flight muscles. Birds get in on it too. Orioles, catbirds, tanagers, and mockingbirds are all fruit eaters, and they'll work over a banana peel happily. This isn't only decorative. Birds you attract to your yard eat aphids, caterpillars, mosquitoes, and beetles by the hundreds. And a lot of butterfly species double as pollinators. You're building a small, functional ecosystem out of trash. 2 rules. Take the peels in at night, or you'll be feeding raccoons and opossums instead. And swap them out every couple of days so they don't turn into a mold farm. Number 12. Make peel vinegar and peel powder for the pantry. Let's finish with the 2 moves that turn a peel from a one-time trick into something you actually keep in your kitchen. First, banana peel vinegar. Fill a clean jar about halfway with chopped peels, cover them with water, and stir in a couple of tablespoons of sugar. Cover it with a cloth and a rubber band. It needs airflow, not a sealed lid. Leave it somewhere dark for a few weeks, stirring every few days. Wild yeast converts the sugar to alcohol, then acetic acid bacteria convert the alcohol to vinegar. Strain it, and you've got a mild, fruity vinegar that's excellent in vinaigrettes and works as a gentle household cleaner. Second, peel powder, and this time for eating, not the garden. Dry your peels until they snap, then grind them fine. That powder is essentially concentrated fiber and minerals. Food scientists have studied banana peel flour as a partial substitute for wheat flour in baked goods, and it measurably raises the fiber and mineral content. At home, a tablespoon disappears into muffins, pancake batter, oatmeal, or a smoothie without changing the flavor much at all. Both of these do the same crucial thing. They take a peel with a 2-day shelf life and turn it into something that lasts months. That's the difference between a hack you try once for a video and a habit you actually keep. So, fly trap, fertilizer, silver polish, shoe shine, dinner, and a water filter that outperformed synthetic materials in a peer-reviewed study. All from the part we throw away without a second thought. Pick one. Try it this week. Then tell me in the comments which one actually worked for you, because I want to know. Thanks for watching. If this was useful, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a video.